Over the past few months, a selection of Nissan's youngest drivers have been training for one of the world's toughest races, the Dubai 24-hour. We've been following their highs and their lows as they attempt to make the grade in professional motorsport. But unlike your average racing driver, there's one thing that makes these guys unique. They all learnt their craft on a PlayStation. Since 2008, GT Academy has been turning PlayStation gamers into racing drivers.
It was a fantastic prize and you know the opportunity of my life to become a racing driver.
15 months ago I've never stepped into a race car, never been to a racetrack before.
Really amazing, and sometimes I still can't believe it.
And in 2012, the competition started all over again with 3 more gamers crowned winners. European GT Academy winner Wolfgang Reich, Russian GT Academy winner Mark Schulzitsky, and German winner Peter Pizzera. The big moment has arrived. They have been working towards the last transition from gamer to racer.
I think the guys are ready. You know, we've only had about 12 weeks training in the UK, but it's been intense.
I am proud of them, you know, just to get here and to feel confident that each one can now go on their own.
The team had a successful qualifying session. Car 127 finishing in pole position, car 147 finishing second.
Yeah, the boys did a great job in qualifying. All the drivers that have been in the car were within a second and a half of each other, which is excellent.
Pretty impressive with the lap times they're doing since the beginning here in Dubai, so I'm really proud to be part of this team.
Their professional co-drivers know this race will put everything that they have learned over the last few months to the test and push their bodies to the limit.
The major battle here is going to be the heat. You know, copper temperatures are massively high up in the 50 degrees, so we've all got to be hydrated and, you know, ready for it.
It's so slippery because of the sand, so you really need to have it in your head that off the track, really, really dangerous.
You have 82 cars on the grid. Good results will follow a good management of the traffic during the race.
Today it's the proper day, the race day of the 24-hour of Dubai. I'm definitely a little bit nervous.
Today is the day for what we trained so long, and when I think about it, my heart nearly explodes.
To be on the track with 82, 83 other cars, we have quite a lot of pressure. We have to stay on track.
It's a cool feeling, you know, before the race. Very excited, I really want to drive.
Our car are ready, the drivers are ready, I am ready, so everything is just perfect.
In the race, both cars are competing in the SP3 class and can't go faster than 2 minutes 12 seconds per lap. During qualifying, race officials have noticed that RJN teams capable of faster lap times. So before the grid, team principal Bob Neville gathers his drivers to remind them of a few rules that could cost them the race.
They've tried to move our class because they say we're too fast. If we go 1,000th under a 12, we'll be in stop and go. And then the minute the race starts, track limits, speed limits, they're red hot. So just bear that in mind. All right, thank you very much. See you later.
With the formalities over, it's time for Wolfgang, Mark and Peter to experience their first international race grid.
It's a great feeling to be here. I'm getting a little bit nervous, but I think that's normal for our first ever race.
It's not like the races we've done in England, huh? It's a little bit bigger.
You can see all people here, you know, everyone to ask you something and do some photo with you, and it's cool feeling, like professional.
Looking forward for the start of the race. It's gonna be tight, so we have to be calm and thinking on a 24 hours race. You cannot win a race on the first corner, so nice and steady and try to finish is the most important thing.
Lucas Ordonez starts in pole, but Alex Bunton quickly takes the lead. But a stop at a busy fueling station holds the two cars up and they lose valuable position 147 down to 5th, and car 147 down to 10th.
Looking forward to recover those minutes lost, and we will be back on top.
Roman Rushanov hands over to Wolfgang for his first stint of the race. With an incredible performance, he takes the car from 4th to pole, but disaster strikes.
My stint went really well, and I managed to reach the first position. I was almost pitting, and a car lost its wheel just in front of me.
We had no chance to avoid it. As he's going down the back straight, 130 miles per hour, and it destroyed the front of the car. That kind of incident you can't legislate for. If there is anything that's going in our favour, it's the fact that there's been a long safety car period, which has reduced the number of laps that we've lost. Still all to play for, I suppose, but it's going to be really tough from here.
The RJN mechanics work hard to change the radiator, repair the damage, and makes it back on track, this time with Mark back. So he has a lot of hard work to do to get back into the race.
I'm a little bit scared when I started my stint because, you know, after this big crash, maybe a high temperature or something else. I just drive, you know, just take my time.
6 hours into the race and both cars moving up the grid, 127 in 9th, car 147 in 5th. Sabine Schmitz takes the next stint in car 147, but a collision with another car could be costly for the team.
I went out for my night stint. Everything worked well. I did one lap, and on the second lap, I stepped on the brakes after the long straight, and the car came sideways immediately. I tried to correct it, but there was no chance for me, and I went backwards into another car.
The rear subframe is bent, so the guys have to totally change that, which means all the rear suspension out, the diff out, you know, all that sort of stuff. So it's a long job. I would think it's going to be an hour to an hour and a half. Yeah, it's a real shame. We were climbing up the order, and
I go now out with the car without pressure, and I try to drive. I hope the car's still working now because it's all new, and the rear.
With another massive effort from the RJN mechanics, an hour and a half later, car 147 is back out on track.
The 147 car hasn't really got much chance of a result. I think now it's all about getting to the finish.